Good morning, all you creative souls. I'm prepping for a reading for a subscriber on my channel, Mystical Misty, and this is totally bizarre why I'm prepping this way, but it's another adventure, another like Alice in Wonderland. I have popped down the hole, but these cards have really intrigued me, and I'm reconnecting with them simply because the little white book has so many ideas about the symbolism that she's introduced in these cards. And I thought I would just return to my grimoire with some of my pens. Um, this is just a little black ink pen, and I know it's not waterproof, but I intend to put some watercolors on this little page. And it's going to be a section in my grimoire. I have to finish this yet for charms. And that is the deck box. And you can see it's by Paula Cassidy. I've got the lighting set up in here for me for drawing, not necessarily for showing the cards. But I've got all this space and I've got some pages. I brought in my watercolors and I discovered these at a thrift store and bought those, and they are aquacolor crayons. Quite interested in playing with these. I don't know if they're going to be small enough for some of the details that I'm going to have here. I did bring in some Faber-Castell water pencils, and I do like those because you can draw with these and then put a brush full of water on top. So I thought I'd show you some of the beginning process and just pick up once in a while as to where I've gotten to. Now, she does have these lovely little birds for freedom and beauty, and it is nice that the little book gives us her idea of what the symbols mean. So I've got a lot of page here to fill in, but I'm just going to focus on this for now for this morning and see if I just can't get things outlined. Because you're working, sometimes the pencil smudges, but this is just to introduce me to getting back to my charms, getting back to symbolism, and wanting to do a fabulous reading for Mystical Misty with this deck. I think having watched her videos, I get a little hint of her personality, and I think she would like this. I don't know if she owns it or not, but let's jump in and have a little bit of fun. I hope that you can see past my hand. And, it is just fun to let the ink flow. And it's just another way of getting back into the groove of my artwork. It's not meant to be a duplicate of what you see, but just the essence and just playing with it. And as I say, I want to come back and I want to put in some colors. People are not generally my first love because, as far as painting goes, love people, yes. But as a thing that I do painting-wise, don't tend to draw many people. And this one is just going to be a simple drawing that I can add color to. So I penciled all this in yesterday, and before it smudges away, I just want to get in here before I start bringing in more symbolism. And I tend to like to put a little piece of paper underneath to avoid a wee bit more of the smudging that happens. And I'm a little bit nervous painting in front of people. It's been a while. I used to teach art classes and take people out into nature and just sort of encourage them to do their own thing. And this is just really simple. I'll continue with those flowers after. I want some energy. I'm not crazy about my Y there for the word of symbolism, but I'm sure I can work some other things into it. Sort of looks like a wishbone right now. And just to get people going, if they have some tools and they haven't used them lately, like me, let's get on it. Let's have some fun. And I think these are probably going to end up colorful flowers. I think that's what was portrayed there. I like the moon in the background, the flowers, the whole thing just reminding me of Mystical Misty and trying to put my energies into this book for future reference as well. Because there's so many symbols that show up in tarot cards, oracle cards, and in life. And if we start to recognize it, we can do a little divination on the go. I was also looking through my Jane Austen oracle and noticing some symbols in there. But I also wanted to look a little further into the language of flowers with that deck. As I say, I'm not worrying about the line work here because it's going to have brushfuls of water over it. And this ink is going to merge with the colors I hope to put down. This is sort of a little orchid here I was working on. And I kind of like those happy accidents that happen when you're working. So the ink blending with the colors, I'm looking forward to that. So this is where I'm at so far. I've got pages of information that I've gathered from the cards and the little white book. And I'm just going to try to make something I can refer back to in my grimoire. So we'll catch you back here another day. Have fun.